everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee, and it's me, Banshee, and Bly for my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. As I cough, welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you navigated last week's topsy-turviness. Apparently the stocks dipped really horribly. The stocks rose really amazingly. There was a literal drop-off and pop up in the same day in the stock market. It's like, whoa. And of course the inflation numbers are still really not where we need them. But let's hope things will slowly get better. And I am using today the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind cards one more time by T. Harv Eker. And we might switch it up next week since it's getting closer to Halloween. Maybe to our Auspicious Symbols deck again. So the advice today, look at that. Eye on the target. Eye on the prize. Get clear on what you want. The number one reason most people don't get what they want is that they don't know what they want. Clarity is power. Rich people don't send mixed messages to the universe. Poor people do. Well, I don't know if that's a fair statement, pick on the poor people, but you know what? I think here there is a point. You have to be clear on what you're shooting for. You have to have your target in mind. Otherwise, if you get thrown off target, you just don't achieve. And so this is about achieving and the focus and the will and the desire to obtain, things one at a time to get you where you need to be. All right. That's what we have for the collective today. It's rather wise words, for the most part. All right. So we'll be seeing that deck again in the future. Well, how about we look at the astrological outlook for the week ahead? It's pretty quiet out there in Astroland as far as I can tell. Of course, there's little things going on that, seasoned astrologers will be able to tell you. But this reading is good from the week of October 16th through the 22nd. The moon will be traveling from Cancer into Virgo. Well, at the end of the week, it'll be in Virgo, moving into Libra on the 22nd. And the Jewish feast of Sukkot ends on October 16th. All right. How about we get rolling with our elemental signs of the zodiac, starting first with our friends, the air signs. Well, good grief. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, if I can shuffle, this reading is for you. Let's see what the wind is bringing your way this next week. Okay, hey, let's see, air signs. Hey, not bad. How about starting off with the Magician? How about that? That's a great start. Great for focus, great because right from the get-go, it seems to me you have the will, you have the determination, and more importantly, you have the tools you need to, right from the get-go this week to get things started, get things off the ground, to finish goals and project, to manifest something positive. I like it, air signs. So, hey, how best can you achieve that focus? How about just riding it, riding the wave to success? It's the Chariot. The Chariot's on a skateboard, not on a wave. However, he's riding a wave of sorts. There's a lot of energy, there's a lot of drive to back up that will and determination you have. It's kind of about determination too. It's definitely moving forward. You really realize that how best you can prepare for this focus is to take all these tools, to take that will and determination and get moving. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? No. I want to say, how about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? I was getting ahead of myself. I wanted to finish off the reading. But in a way, I'm glad I'm not finishing off the reading with this card. But in a way, it's interesting that this came up in the people you will be dealing with this week. So you know what? I kind of sense a double-edged sword here, air signs. I almost get the feeling that it could go one of two ways. There may be people in your environment you have to keep an eye on. You have to keep an eye on, number one, the competition. If you're in business, you have to make sure they don't get the edge on you. They don't, sneakily find out what your plans are and co-opt them. You may also want to watch out for people who may, not have your best interests at heart. But on the other hand, this could also mean that some of you, your advisors, the people you work with, you're collaborating with, whatever, they may come up with some crafty, ingenious plans for you. They may help you pull this off in a maybe unorthodox manner. Okay, though. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, you know what? Things are shaking by week's end. Holy moly. Well, we're going to have to put things in context and perspective here for sure, because there it is. The Tower card is at your end. I think this week will be a learning experience for you. For the most part, it's so positive. I can't understand. What I think is happening here is something surprising out of the blue is going to happen that's going to rock your world, and you're going to learn something positive from it going forward. I almost think this could be something positive, that maybe whatever it is you're working on here will lead to potential, positive surprise you did not expect, and you will learn a lot from doing this whole thing. But let's talk about if it could go south. All right, let's look at all of this. You have everything in place. You have the will, the desire, the motivation to carry things forward, and you are ready to move, and that's important. The best way to prepare for this focus is to, hey, strike while the iron's hot, right? But you know what? Now I'm beginning to wonder about this card here. This card could indicate that somebody here is watching you, and maybe they're going to either steal, get credit, co-opt your plans in some sort of sneaky way. And this could lead to a real shocker, by week's end. So on one hand, I think some of you air signs might be in for something positive out of this. Depending on who you are working with and their motivations, or who your competition is and how low they're willing to go. Or, if these people are on the up and up and they can give you some really crafty ideas, I would also be careful to make sure that in order to achieve success, people are not trying to get you to do anything unethical, because ultimately you'd be heading for a fall if you did. Well, and you definitely learned something from that, wouldn't you, air signs? Woo! What a mixed bag for you. Good luck with that this week. Hey, my friends, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's see what is heating up for you this week. Hopefully not your emotions or temper. All right. Oh, well, fire signs, you're focused for the week ahead. You know what? It's the hangman. The hangman is reversed here. I think this week the focus sometimes in life, we can't always be the giving kind people. Sometimes we have to look out for ourselves. We're not willing to sacrifice for others because perhaps we have too much on our plates. We're not willing to be giving to others right now of our knowledge and wisdom because maybe we need to be a little bit craftier in how we do our business this week and keep it to ourselves so that we can forge forward to success. This is a time to look out for your own self-interests, I think, and come off of that tree now. You've been able to look things over. You should have some perspective and understanding of where you want to go next. How best can you prepare for this focus? Well, it's interesting because the air signs have the chariot and you have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is upright, and I like it because it's basically saying, yeah, you've got a lot of energy to burn here, fire signs. You should apply it and focus it on your own success right now. Don't let other people kind of, steal that energy from you right now. You need to focus it on your own concerns and your own upward mobility. What about people this week? Wow, this is interesting. Will it be cooperation or conflict? At first I thought, well, people are going to leave you because you're just focusing on yourself here. But no, I think they get it. And actually, I think they want to help steer you to a better place. Maybe what's behind this is maybe some mentors or some bosses are really starting to realize that you're ready for a step up or a move up to a better place or position. And they want to help you get there. Or maybe they want to help you just get more comfort in your job. Maybe you're new to your job and you're feeling a little bit like a fish out of water. And, they want to make you feel like, everything is smooth. You're doing fine. Think about different ways you can apply this card to your situation. Even with financial matters and money, people want to steer you to calmer, tranquil seas in the roiling stock markets and, the money markets right now. So there's a lot of ways we can look at that card, fire sign, and it's all pretty darn good. And you know what it's leading to by week's end? Hey, Two of Pentacles. How about some balance in your life and some stability? You're beginning to feel more comfortable, at ease, like everything is going to be okay. And you know why? Because you're focusing on you this week. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to focus on you and your concerns and get all your financial affairs or business affairs or career pursuits, top top rank on your list of to do. You take care of you. Others can, you've done enough for others. It's time to put that energy and apply it to something that could, spell success for you, focusing on that one thing that needs your attention right now. And others, they want to help you get there. They want to see you get to a more tranquil, happy place. They want to make sure everything is smooth sailing, or actually, even if there are rough waters, that you come out and you hit dry land where, things will be much better and calmer and in control. By week's end, you are very much in control of the things in your life. Everything's in balance. All is in harmony. Looking good, fire signs. I like it. Hey, water. What you drinking? Me, today, I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking something made with water. Coffee. Ah, perfect. Let's see what's happening for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces in the week ahead. All right. Well, unlike the fire signs, your focus for the week ahead is temperance reversed. So, where the fire signs ended their week with balance, you're starting this week with a little bit of imbalance, a little bit of shakiness, a little bit of feeling insecure perhaps about your position right now, whether it's career with financial matters or some other material concerns. Perhaps you've got a deal on real estate out there. Perhaps you're a student who's kind of sweating it right now. Maybe you didn't prepare properly for some tests. I think midterms are over, but I'm not sure. But at any rate, maybe you're concerned about your performance right now. So, how best can you prepare for this? Well, it's the Six of Pentacles, reversed water signs. So, how best you can prepare for this is to kind of look at your flow. Look at how things are flowing in your life. Are you putting out what you need to get the returns that you desire? I think that's what you need to address here, whether it's money, whether it's, hard work on your studies. If you're not studying, you're not going to get the grade. If you're not working hard enough, you might not get that promotion, So what you put out is what you're going to get back. And there is an imbalance here. I feel that. So you have to look at that. You have to decide if you are doing enough on your end. That's what I really think here. And what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? People are a little bit pessimistic or disappointed in you, I feel. I really sense that has to do with what's going on here, that you just are underperforming in some way, underthinking something. They're not sure you're headed in the right direction. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you water signs? Well, you can just tell by the way things are going here that either it's going to be bad news or maybe just that this is to be continued. This is the world reversed, and the world reversed just indicates that you're not there yet. You've still got work to do. You've still got things to figure out by week's end. You still have to get this on the right track. So it sounds like this is going to be continued in the weeks ahead. Let's take a look at this again for you water signs. I'm a little concerned for you, but I don't think this is necessarily anything major, but it just spells kind of lacklusterness in your financial material world right now. There's some imbalance. There's definitely some things that are shaky, maybe shaking your confidence or making you feel a little stressed. Perhaps it's because you haven't been putting out what you've needed to, and you realize this. You realize, gee, I should have worked harder. I'm not going to make my deadline now, or I'm going to fail this exam because I didn't study, or because I wasn't doing my research right. I haven't been putting my money in the right place, or I haven't put enough in at the right time. And people just kind of are shaking their heads right now, especially people that might be in a position to be judging you right now for promotions or, I don't know, a thesis defense, whatever the case may be, other things. They may be looking at your performance. Maybe it has to do even with how you've been managing your money, and they're looking at you for loans and stuff and thinking you're looking a little shaky right now. So clearly, more work is going to need to be done by week's end. You're just not finished. You're not close. You need to work out what is wrong here before you'll be able to move forward. Well, I'm sorry about that, water signs. Good luck with that. Hey, earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's hope that money just grows for you this week. Okay. Okay, Earth signs, let's have it. Uh-oh. Well, Page of Cups is reversed. That's your start. That's your focus. Your focus should be on how to get your head together right from the get-go this week. It seems like you're a little bit scattered. It seems like you're a little bit off. Things seem a little bit off. Perhaps you're just having problems, how should I say this? Having problems discerning dreams from reality. You want things to be a certain way, but you think they look that way, but they're not. You're not seeing things for what they truly are, and that could be a problem for you this week, Earth signs. Yeah, because how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, I would be very careful here about making decisions of any sort, many or moves, when you are feeling so foggy. If you're not feeling certain about things, or if you're starting to realize that what you believe is not the reality, because this is showing like maybe what you thought was a good thing is not really, and you need to look at this with more clarity. I almost see that card going hand in hand with this Page of Cups here. So be wary of your moves this week. Maybe this is a week that you should just take it slow. Yeah. So, what about people this week? Will it be cooperation or conflict? This is a week where people might try to get the upper hand on you. You're going to have to defend yourself. You're going to have to defend your moves, your positions, and, stand up for what it is you want. But if it's on shaky ground, it's really not going to do that well. So the bottom line is, you could be facing some headwinds this week if you don't start getting some clarity about where you stand. Ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? You got another sword card here. It's the King of Swords reversed. Now, I don't know. I kind of feel here that there's a possibility that you will make some rather difficult. You will make some moves you might have been better off holding off on. This may show some rash maneuvers, some rash actions on your part that could be detrimental to your business financial concerns. And it's interesting because you've got the Ace of Swords here and you've got this in the final result. Those both reversals just are indicating to me again, you really ought to not make these moves this week if you can avoid them, because you are not in a good position to do so. Let's take a look at this again and see if we can make some more sense of this. Okay, Earth signs, you got to get your head out of the clouds. You got to kind of focus. Maybe you're out of focus this week. Maybe you have a false sense of security about where you stand financially or in your business ventures or at work or at school. You need to really think about things because they're not as they seem. What seems like a good thing or a good position right now is not. And people realize this right now, I feel. They realize you think you have the upper ground here. Usually this is a very good card, but because of all these cards surrounding it, I really do feel here you're going to have to defend your position and try to get a clear sense of what's going on here. Otherwise, people might try to take advantage of you. And ultimately, it could all spell disaster if you make too much of a rash, hasty move or maneuver. You maybe need to think things through more and put things off for another week if you are not clear on where you should put your money, the direction you should be going, or even accepting a job offer at this time. Something is not clear and you need more clarity. So, whoa, hey, good luck with that. I have to say, our fire signs look to be the winners this week. Their week at least balances out quite nicely. So, good luck to you, fire signs. Good luck to everybody in the week ahead. I hope things turn out better, me and Bly. And also, me and Bly want to remind you to watch Mr. O's Goth Tarot every Wednesday morning, I'm sorry, at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get the positive message on the shadow side of your life. R. Mr. O can spin it. I know he can. Also, hey, how about his emotional exchanges? So you can find out about love, romance, and relationships of all kinds in your life. That's Fridays, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week, sadly, even Bly is sad, we will not be having happy hour because we have a in-person event we're doing for the Halloween season. We actually have two that day. So we can't do happy hour, but happy hour will return a week from next Saturday at its normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We can get a positive message from Spirit. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in at the show today. One more thing. We also have a monthly modality message soon. Get that message, which comes out every month when the sun goes into another astrological sign. And it will be going into the astrological sign of Scorpio. I think it's in 1 week. I'm pretty sure. At any rate, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.